And so we're live for live stream 391. I haven't done a recap for the live stream from Friday. I'm going to do a bigger recap on that video. May Day. Daily. I lost more than twice the daily amount. Let's see where we are. Still seeing that there's a bit of a pickup in volatility, but still below 20 on the VIX. So we'll use the secondary strategy. And let's see. May not get many opportunities today. But we'll see. We'll certainly see. Seeing a fall in volatility, current range on NQ is 233 points.
Order submitted.
Let's get involved.
Order filled.
23.9. We're up to 23.1. We're up 23.3, 6 ticks away from target. $23.4, 5, 7, 2 ticks from target, 8,
Target
1 tick
filled.
from target. Target's been hit. Oh, battery's low. Seeing low volume here. Just across the 500,000 on ES, not even near the million. Seeing low volume, slow market. Gold would barely above 100k. Market's not interested. Market is not interested. Seeing volume start to build in this area between 670 and 660. Who knows? Maybe we want to get up towards that POC on gold. Hmm. So we're on new lows of the day. Got that volume built around that 55 to 72. 17 points. Hold on. That's gold. Let's see. Hmm.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'll just add it to the position because I've got a decent enough entry. 32. Looks like it's going to be a stop out. 32. How are you doing, Ethan? Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. How's it been for you, Ethan? Doing well. How about yourself? Friday wasn't great. I lost 2 times the forecast loss. I know what happened. I need to do a recap on it. Like, I was so annoyed after the fact that I didn't do a recap. I said I was going to do a recap for a stream today, but still didn't do it. I've been drafting it out, but yeah, started doing a lot of trading, and what I realized was, hold on a second here. I started doing a lot. Sorry, hold on. Mic's going overboard. I started doing a fair bit of trading, and what I realized is I had the point of control TPO chart shifted into an area, and I was taking trades in that area. Kept trying to go long, but the price clearly accepted in the area based on what we're seeing on the TPOs. I kept going long, kept going long, kept going long, just kept getting stopped out. The only positive I could take from it was pretty much the only positive I could take was the small losses, but there were a hell of a lot of losses. I should have just, in hindsight now, once I started accumulating a series of losses, I should have just said that's it and walked away. I did not, and ultimately paid the price for it. So, yeah, I ended up losing. It was about 400 actually. I don't want to bring it up because I'm recording this at the moment. Could I do it? I suppose I could, couldn't I? If I go there and I go over to the balance history. So, when was it? The 5th. Oh, hold on. I haven't been reading your messages. Guess who's back? Doing well about yourself. Trading's been going okay. I got pretty perfect entry on Bitcoin, but I lost 2 trades before that. But it was completely my fault paying attention. Yeah, those false breakouts get you. Oh, I'm about to get stopped out. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out here. So this setup isn't going to work. Yeah, this is definitely coming to take this out. The fact that we failed right there. There's no way the buyers are going to be able to get this up to that 32. Yeah, so in the slower market, certainly paid a price as the market chopped around the POC. About to be stopped out here. Give back some of the profits I've made. Yep, take out the
Stop
lows.
filled.
There we go. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. It's a bit of a nightmare. See that last trade? Goodness me. If I'd have caught that correctly, picked up 200, I would be... If one of those losses still bothers me... Huh? One of my losses still bothers me a tad, because if I had paid attention, it would have been a perfect entry. Almost to the dollar. Kind of perfect. I think some of those trades are the self-inflicted mistakes. Can absolutely do a number on you. It would have been perfect entry. Almost a dollar. Goodness me. Yeah, those self-inflicted mistakes can be a nightmare. Nightmare at times. I'm hoping that that's what I'm hoping at the moment, that we got the volume here to the high side. We've had a move down. We've got this low. We've got put in a higher low, even though we had a pretty deep retracement. I'm a fan of that. We broke the highs. I'm hoping that we do get a shallow retracement and a move back up towards that POC, or even up towards that 240. That's what the hope is today, but you never know. Yeah, lol. I just lost the trade, went down. Then I zoomed out and it was like, what was I thinking? Yeah, we can become a bit myopic with trading. You see, at the moment, what we're seeing here is we're seeing our volume build out on the NQ down in this area as price sticks around. And I think something similar happened over on NQ on Friday. I think it was like an area and he just kept moving around. And that's what I paid. What did you, so you said you traded Bitcoin today? So, you know what, I'm going to have to stay locked in on this for the moment. One of our friends over at Bitcoin, so we're about flat, sitting at 90k. We've not cleared 100k. Have we? I don't think we've got back up above 100k since we got below it. I don't believe. Let's have a look. No. Yeah, lol, I lost trader. That consolidation and Q looks nice. Yeah, the thing about it is how I see the markets. It's not conducive to how I see the market, you see. That's the only thing. It is a good consolidation, but the way how I see the markets, it's not quite what I'm looking for. And look at this. This is just going to give up the entire move to the upside. What's going on? What is going on? I thought this move up could see that continuation, but okay. Who knows? Back negative on the day on our friends over at gold. Let's see. If I was to take a long here, I'll be being very aggressive. It would be very aggressive. We're buying after this big selling here, so it'll be pretty aggressive, but we'll see. I'm only going to give this area one try though. Yeah, let's get involved.
Order submitted. Order filled.
You know what? Doesn't look like... No, it's not going to work. You know what? Let's add.
Order filled.
The risk isn't that much, so that's the reason I decided to add right there. Looking for 67.50. Hold on. No. You're looking at the wrong thing, bud. 23.5. 23.5. 23.5. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Let's see. That consolidation looks nice on NQ. Buy a step back from NQ appears. Let's see if this what do you call it now? This gold can work out for us. I know we gave back half our profits on that previous trade right there. I think we're up like 76. Gave up 33. So we're probably net 33 at the moment. If we can pick this up, maybe we're up near 150. This sell here, not great. Don't want to see a bearish candle that soon after all that selling. It's not what I would like to see. It's a bad signal. But I'm in the trade, so I'll have to just accept the risk. Accept the risk. Can we break the backs of these sellers? Let's see, the sellers where they're at 19.8. So let's go 22. No, the sellers came back and drove us down. Let's see if we can get up to 22 here. Yeah, Mr. ETH, I've been looking at crypto one. See, the sellers are still there. They're defending that 42.20. I've been looking at the cryptos, but I'm definitely thinking about it. It's just a bit of a departure from what I'm currently doing. So it's going to take a little while for me to get it. So, okay, we're up to 20.8. So that's quite a bit away from that target at 23.5. If we got to 21, you know what, it's still a long way to go. The target's quite a bit away, but it's what the strategy calls for, so. You know, fingers crossed, hopefully I can go and pick this up at the 132. Maybe I'm going to be up 160 on the day. And if I can pick up, say, 40 on another trade or a bit more, then I'd have recovered half of the losses from Friday. But this market could always turn around and come down and hit the stop. So zero guarantees of success. Absolutely zero. You don't have to change your stuff with each trade or preferred markets. Mine just happens to be crypto. Now I'm not thinking, I'll just think looking at it. And the thing about it is, I'm not going to abandon futures at the moment. But I'm very much of the view that I look at it, is very interesting. Because when I started out, I was trading Forex, and I did that for quite a few years. And if I would have still been trading Forex, I'd have still been frustrated. So I'm definitely open to pivoting. Because how I see trading is, you know, in terms of how I see it, may be a completely the wrong view. But I believe that it's equivalent of, say, let's imagine you were looking and thinking, oh, you're not a great trader, but what if you were just trading the wrong product? What if, you know, the way how you see the markets and interact with the markets is more suited to, say, stocks or maybe options. But if you were to, say, only trade Forex, then that's just something you've never been open to. It's equivalent of let's say, oh, this isn't working, man. Come on. What's going on? Oh, looks like the selling's breaking down. I wonder if it's going to go drag our friends over gold. I'd look at it like, imagine if there was like this really fast kid, just somewhere around the world, random, that wasn't a powerhouse in athletics. They don't really have a strong athletics background as a nation. This kid may not encounter the coaches, may not have the facilities open to them, so they'll never be on the world stage. They'll never get the training required to become world class or even a world record holder. And it's not due to them not being there. It's just a case of their circumstances. And that's how I see trading in a way. What if I am not supposed to be a day trader, even though I enjoy it? Maybe it's because of the dopamine. What if I'm supposed to be an investor? What if I'm trading the markets which are not conducive to how I see the markets? What if instead of futures, I should be looking at other instruments? I know one thing I can write off is oil. I know that's definitely crossed off the list. Like, I know I'm not a commodities trader in terms of oil. Now that I can definitely cross off the list. But crypto is never something I've explored. And the main reason is because I looked at it and thought, well, there isn't a use at the time. It's more due to ideological reasons. I thought, well, there ain't going to be a use case for Bitcoin. And also, why would a government allow there to be a competitor to their standard currencies? Oh, I'm going to lose this one. Tut, tut. So that's the reason why I never really explored crypto. I was previously even under the belief that you'd have to be trading. Look at all the selling that's coming in over here as it's broken through the lows a day. It's dragging our friends over at gold as well. Oh, great. This is just good stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a stop out. Look at the volume picking up. Yeah, that's going to stop us out. It's weird that these markets are just so correlated.
Stop filled.
It's so weird. Imagine that you'd have probably got the holding equities and gold, and as equities are selling, they're just locking their gold gains or something. Could be something as simple as that. So we're seeing high volume there on that breakdown. And all that happened was literally breaking to new lows on the day on NQ. So I'm about flat on the day. I had an experience like that once. I started out doing a lot of scalping. I did pretty good. It's much stress for me. I prefer more intraday trading. Yeah. So we've got the range expanded up to 258 points on NQ. Again, we saw that high volume come in there on that breakdown. Hold on a second. Oh my word. Oh my word. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I can actually take this short. In a strange way.
Order submitted.
Oh, I could actually add to that position.
Order submitted.
Hold on a second here.
Order filled.
That's a personal account.
Order filled.
Oh, can't even buy a win today.
Stop filled.
Golly. It's pretty much what Friday was like.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What's going on? Stop that again. Do, 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 do. $2.10.
Stop filled.
Huh. Well, that's crazy. Gold just bouncing off of my trend base setup. No, you just shorted against me. Huh. Well, that's. Yeah, well, we know you're on the other side of the trade. At least one of us is being successful here. At least one of us is successful. Mm-hmm. 16.7. Da, da, da. The trend based setup is where you draw the profile across the low of the trend to the top. You trade high volume nodes. The thing is, I tried to take this long here and that failed. So I decided to go the other side. Go the other side. Oh, so you used the entire pivot? Oh. Of course, there's a different confluences, like, that's the gist of it. Hold on, what is this? Why have I got 613 on there? Oh, that was from that was a while back. When you took the long, price might have met resistance at the PLC on that mini downtrend. Oh, on this. Not quite. Well, I'm going to be shorting again. If we close below 16.7, I'm going to be shorting again. Okay.
Order submitted.
Let's go short.
Order filled.
Are you for real? Oh no, where's my stop? This is just a bad area, isn't it?
Stop filled.
Golly. You know what? I've tried twice here, so taking that off. Not doing what I did on Friday, where I kept doubling down. So 11:47 to 11:52. 47:52. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Yeah. Right into the high volume. Where's this point of control? And Q's doing nothing. No, this market. I know it's gonna be the trade I don't take that's gonna work. I just have a feeling that's what's probably gonna happen. And the thing is, if I take another short, I may have to just stop trading after this point if it doesn't work out. I don't understand why it just ran back up though. Why it ran back up.
Order submitted. Order failed.
Let's add.
Order submitted. Order failed.
$11. There was a volume accumulation set up on NQ. I drew a profile 11:36 to 11:59. $11:36 to 11:59. Let's have a look. 11:36, 11:59. You've got to be kidding me. Everything I try on gold is just, it's just pure garbage, man. Gold is just garbage in this zone. There is something I'm missing on gold. I don't know what it is. There definitely is something. It could be the time of day. But in this area, there's too many buyers and sellers. It's not a clean area. Oh, I see. We came up, rejected, went back down. Oh, one thing I noticed that you would personally have to make not short is that huge absorption of sellers. One thing I noticed that would personally have make me not short is a huge absorption of sellers. Absorption of sellers over on our friends at gold. Golly. You know what? Let's get stopped at and then look at it. See, we've come down. Buyers have stepped back in. Son of a gun, man. On gold, there's a huge red volume, a similar size candle on the red candle, which is a fraction of volume. It shows me absorption, so I'd be nervous to take a short. The red volume, there's a similar size candle, which shows me absorption, so I'd be nervous to take a short. Yeah, I'm probably going to be stopped out here and going to have to call it a day. The breakdown's not happening. There's a buyer stepping in here as well. Buyers stepping over here. Got a higher low. Here we go.
Stop filled.
There we go. You're saying there's an absorption. Oh, absorption. Yeah, just as you predicted, mate. Huge absorption. There they come. You shorted on that green candle that had negative delta. Yeah, this one right here. I shorted on the open of the candle, and seems my friends were not having it. Seems my friends didn't view that favorably. Yeah. It broke through the previous lows. Right there. Was immediately bought back up with, like he said, negative delta. On that green candle with negative delta, notice how there were 10 selling contracts at the bottom of the week. This tells us those orders likely buyer limit orders, but not aggressive sellers. Let's have a look. Take this random line off. Who knows? The very next level I'm looking at is 21 twos. 21 2. I don't know what's on the economic calendar for this week. Do they have any interest rates? Oh, they do. On the 10th of December. I wonder if they're going to cut rates. Actually, I should probably go see what the Fed now is saying. It actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Market will do whatever it wants to do. Hold on, let's see. That's just a guess though. You can't really be 100% sure what kind of order. Well, somebody that took the other side would be pretty happy right now. Someone that took the other side would be pretty happy. Hold on. I've got to be... You'd say I'm looking for a short, didn't I? We can see NQ's going short. Da 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 da. Slow volume environment.
Order submitted.
I'm going to participate here.
Order filled.
Let's go again.
Order submitted.
$16.4. And Q's falling out of bed. Made new lows on the day. Diamond Gold had a reaction perfectly off that line you drew. Well, what matters now is if he gets down to target.
Order filled.
And it's going to get to stop. In reality, when it comes down to it, it's more about whether it gets down to the target than if it respects that line. That's the most important thing right now. Because how far it's retraced from there isn't that important if we don't get to target. Fortunately, it seems that we're finding buyers in our friends over at NQ, which is a bad sign for our friends at gold. We would have needed NQ to continue to sell. And again, it looks like it's going to be another stop out. That's what it seems like it's going to be. Another stop out. Dang, the reaction perfectly off that line. Yeah, we'll see. Lucky lines, mate. Imagine if I could have got that perfectly off the line. Looking at the volume on NQ, might be a seller absorption again. Oh, don't tell me that. Oh, man. Not seller absorption again. Golly. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
Stop filled.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Huh, look at it right there. Ah, the joy. Look at that. Mm. Something I dislike about slow markets. In a more volatile market, these trades would just have just the momentum on its own, would have enough to just send it all the way through. On these slower markets, it's just, look at this. Go down, make the lows. Let me go make lows again. What is that? What is that? We've already traded through that low, so I'm not going to be taking that. Looks like we might finally set up an NQ. Looking at the volume on NQ, that might be seller absorption. Oh, I think you mean down here. We should probably have a look at it, actually. I wonder if I can take that 21.2 one more time. You said, let's go have a look over there, actually. Let's go have a look over there. Good delta in. Are you going to be brave enough to take a short here? Why not? If we close below 21.2, I'm going short again. Da, 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 da. Are we going to close below it? Yep,
Order
looks like
filled.
we did. Looks like we did. Let's put our stop in. Let's add to that position.
Order submitted.
$16.6. $22.7 is a stop. 16.6 is a target.
Order filled.
Hold on. I might not have told you, but a large volumes at the tops and bottoms of candles can also be absorption on that candle. It had heavy selling volume at the bottom, but didn't move lower. That shows limit orders. Oh, over on NQ. Come on, gold, don't let me down now. Let's get down to 16.6. Golly. Well, it's going to put in a higher low pivot and go higher. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Gold has bounced off another volume accumulation setup. Well, hopefully they actually step in this time and get me down to 16.6. This has been very frustrating. The price action doesn't suggest that it wants to go down there. Every time the candle moves down, makes a new low relative to the previous candle, it gets bought back up almost immediately. We have the candle defense. And look at the buyer stepping in NQ here. Usually a bad sign for my friends over here at gold recently. I draw profile 1141 to 1152. 1141. Instrument. Oh my gosh, this is not going to work again. I guess I'm going to have to cross this 1141. Let's do it on both, why not? I drew a profile 1141 to 1152. 1141. Let's go. Hold on. 1141 to 1152. Hold on, did I draw that one already? I think I did. It can't be this instrument. Oh, what are you? using. Yep, Mr. Ethan's correct. Trading view. Let's have a look at this profile. 1140. Oh, hold on. 1141. 1152. Oh, I see. No. I don't think this is going to work for me. There are just not enough sellers here. I want to see sellers really step in and drive this market down. But they're not there. Why does that look so spready? Why does the bid ask seem to have a gap between it? It's not great. Yeah, it's no likelihood of a stop out. But we'll see. What's your biggest profit day? I think. Oh my, that would be last year. I think it was 739. I believe. It might have been 739. Let's see. Let me go over to my videos. And if I go over to the playlist, category 10 Green Day. Let's see, videos. It's going to be an older video. Let's see, 741. 741 191. So, man, all of my setups on gold and NQ are working. I should change futures. You probably should, mate. Oh, come on, NQ. Don't go up now. I need to get to target. I need to get to target here. I don't need the buyers in NQ translating to buying over on gold. We'll see. I wonder if I could change this to doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So Mr. Easy coming over to futures. There's a point of control shift over there. Spent long enough accumulating down here. Point of control shift on the TPO profile. I wonder where the point of control is over here. Is it all the way to the upside? It is. Golly, it's not going to get down to my target. This market. You trade crypto? No, I don't, but Mr. Eth. Mr. Ethan does. Mr. Ethan's a whiz at the crypto. I might have to. Those trade entries are really nice. Yep, so. Wow. Point control shifted again. Just shows you the amount of volume being put in this little silly area here. That's what's good about the strat, is that it works on any time frame. I usually try to say minutes, but it seems to work on a 1 minute as well. One good trade here. We've had so many consecutive losers. That a successful trade. That'd certainly be something I'll be very pleased with. Okay, we've seen the seller step back in as a point of control shifted over there. Hopefully the selling on NQ can translate to more selling over on gold, but we'll have to see about that. Why does gold seem so spotty? Oh, it's a lack of volume. It's only 122,000 contracts traded. Look how spotty that looks. Golly. NQ bounced off on the price rejection setup lol. I really should start trade futures. Yeah, well, I think like you said that a couple streams back, you know, if your setups are really working really well, you couple that with some of those funding companies, you can really start to accumulate some gains. What was that message? Would have hit take profit less than a minute. Come on. Oh, look at that. NQ's losing its face a bit. I just need this to get down. And what's the lows here? 17.5. 10 ticks away from target. Is a target in a difficult place? I wouldn't say so. A bit of an accumulation in this area. Had a previous low there. Should be able to get there. It's nice seeing the selling over here. But let's see. Got down to 17, so we're 4 ticks away from target. Of course, buy a step back in. $16.9, 4 ticks. Man, look at the bounce. Wow, it's perfect. It's perfect. Entry on a profile drawn. Rejection 1207 to 1210. 1207 to 1210. Let's have a look at that. 1207, 1210. Oh, I see what you mean. Can't imagine you draw a profile that short. Okay. It's from the 640s all the way down to the 612s. What is going on over on gold? Don't do this, man. Got down to 17 again. 4 ticks from target. Seems that 17s appears to be the line in the sand. 17, the line in the sand. You draw your profile that short because the goal is to see where the sellers Oh, buyer stepped in. Oh, I see. Oh, come on. No, no, no. Ah, here comes the buyers in NQ, and here they step in gold as well. Hmm. So from the lows of 16.9, we're going in the wrong direction. 3 ticks from target. And there we go in the wrong direction. I wonder what would have happened if I'd have drawn a profile from here. It's not even got down to the highest volume point. So this is why I hate these markets when they have low volume, man. There's a reason I hate these markets with low volume volatility. In a quicker market, this joker would have likely have gone down, attacked the lows, and I'll be happy. Yeah, I was concerned about a take profit because it looks like another volume accumulation setup. Remember, the entry accumulation setup is from the start of the high volume node. Lee. Here comes NQ. I think if gold is just going to follow NQ, I might as well just trade NQ at this rate. Goodness me. Charlie, look at this. Breaking the highs. Da, 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 da. Charlie. Oh, look at the NQ bounce to the POC. That's exactly why I love the volume profile. Gonna be stopped out here soon. Simply can't buy a win. Look at NQ just going up, so this
Stop
is
filled.
stopped up. Yep, as expected. Once it works on the market, that's when institutions are trading. Retro crypto and on the side forex. It seems to work in futures as well. Mm. These markets are mocking me at the moment. Gold is. None of the setups are working. Not a single one. Absolute markets are. It shows volume up there. But look at NQ go. And then now look at gold following suit. Lol. You just gotta love it. Da, 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 da. See, that seems like a lot. It's only 25. I wonder if we can take this move back up. Oh, it's too late. Should have made a decision by now, but I got a point of control right there. 731. I think this thing's going, isn't it? I think this thing is going. No, that's not a setup. Let's not start doing that.
Order submitted.
$27.7.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
So because of the risk on the trade, I doubled the position there. Golly, man. See, I'm tempted to go long, but overrun. Tempted to go long over on NQ, but I'm not going to do that. There's no setup there.
Stop filled.
Oh, hold on. I've been looking at the messages. Whoa, the market really don't like you today. I don't think it's the market that don't like me. I think it's the strategy that's not in alignment with the market. I think that's what it is. Absorption. Surely. I think there's a termite. Yeah, just like you said, mate. Absorption. Gotta pay attention to volume. When it comes down to it, volume is literally the only thing that moves price. Look at the level you showed me earlier. Price actually came in towards the value area high for that level and failed above it. Now look at it. Now look at price. I think I'm still trying to bank on this market going up towards that point of control. But you may not want to do that. You're missing big thing about the level. It bounced that though. Oh, the volume. So it's at 11:30 to 11:41. Another PLC bounce. $10.41 to $10.49. No one NQ. Da, 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 da. Oh, I see. I'm just going to give back this entire move. This entire move here. Consolidation is the most important areas in the charts because I show where the big money is trading. I suppose. And I was trying to short all the way into here. You see, I've been trying to take trades based on the market moving out of an area directionally. See, so is it 114 at the moment? But even if the consolidation is super small, notice our price struggling to break through super tiny consolidation. 1244. 1248. Hold on. I think give me the time of day. 1244. On gold. Oh, so this would have been a setup I would normally take.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Going to be stopped out. $23.2. Hold on. The consolidation is literally 3 candles, but the price is bouncing at it. I bet the PLC of the tiny areas the price bounced at. In this area here. Hold on. Oh, down here. I think I'm going to be stopped out. I'm going to call it there anyway. There we go.
Order filled.
Yeah, I'm going to call it. I don't think any of the setups work today at all. Not the ones I've been using. 1244 to 1248. $12.44. 12.48. Yeah. But I couldn't find enough buyers to get us all the way up towards the highs, so. It would have been a winning trade since you enter at the PLC below. 2-1. Since you entered the PLC. It would have been like 2-1. Suggest adding some type of volume analysis to your strategies. volume analysis. This joke, I got stuck. See that cell absorption on gold. Yeah, I see it here. And I entered here and got stuffed. See, that's where I entered. I got stuffed right there. Didn't follow through. You don't need a footprint. You can look at the size of the volume compared to the candle. You can look at the size of the volume compared to the candle. If something looks off, there's a sign. For example, red candle with high volume, but it didn't move down very much. At least I think I'm going to have to boom, look at the rally by just using the volume you knew it would go up. Oh, I think you mean over on NQ. Let's see what about the rally here. I'm going to call it a day. I'm getting tired of looking at these charts and losing. I've hit the daily loss anyway. Gone over it by a little bit. But no, I mean the gold. Look at the huge green candles. Oh, this area here. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day here, mate. I think I've lost enough. More than enough, actually. No, only a few minutes ago there was red candles absorption. Then a green candle shot up. The volume's dying off. Look at this. Terrible volume. I mean, like 3 minutes ago. What market shot up 3 minutes ago? Oh, you mean over here? No, I think I just need to stay on the sidelines for now as well. I've seen over the past 2 days. I've seen over the past 2 days isn't conducive towards account health. What's been working is not currently working in these conditions. So when I said earlier it was a bit exaggerated, but basically there's a large sell volume, no move, so I knew exactly the next candle was likely to move up. And it did. Look at the NQ giving back all the Well, ETH, I'm going to say as usual, same with NQ, DC absorption. Let's see. Oh, you mean volume, but without the footprints. Look at this. The entire move up's been given back. Went above the PLC. We're giving it all back. Large buy volume on and no move higher. It then drops from there. What's going on over on? What's going on over on what's this again? Gold. Seeing large buy volume here. But whether that's going to translate to more buying, probably not. The last spike in volume suddenly stops moving up, then you can see it doesn't go much higher. That would have been 2 more winning trades by literally using those volume bars, not even the profile. I'll be honest, I can't read them. I'll help you with some or other time next to your stream if you like. Yeah, we can talk about it on our next stream. Because at the moment, I'm gonna have to just step away from the charts here, especially for today. I don't want to keep making wild stab at it. Lol, did you draw the profile on NQ? That's a nice one. If you did, no, that was you, mate. I didn't draw that one. That was you. We talked about this. How long? It was a long time ago now. Maybe an hour ago or something. It might have been an hour ago. We talked about it a while back. It may not have been an hour. Yeah, you mentioned it in one of the chats I drew on. This was when we were talking about the smaller profiles. And you mentioned about drawing a profile here. Or it might have been this profile, but I drew on this chart by accident. No, I think it was this one here. But I started drawing on over here at the time. I think he was using this as an example. But I started drawing it over on NQ. No, the one on gold. You must have done that yourself. Nice job. No, this one over here. All the profiles I've drawn is just based on what you've commented. So it's either like something you've recommended, or it's something that's been lost in translation. So, yep, it is actually. How do you pop this out? Is it that? So, you mentioned the 1244 to 1248. And there is 1244 to 1248. So it was actually, and you said that at 1:15, so it wasn't even that long ago. So I was actually wrong about my timings. It was not that long ago. Oh, hold on. Something's happened here. I got my YouTube chat messed up. Oh, that's great now, isn't it? I got my YouTube chat messed up. How am I going to fix that? Oh, there we go. I said an hour ago. It wasn't even that long ago. It feels like a long time. It was only 20 minutes ago. Da, da, da. And this looks like it's going to traverse the channel all the way down to 98. All right, Mystery, thanks for stopping by. And to everyone else, thanks for watching.